Okay, and we're back. And this is our last regularly scheduled class recording. Let me say that again, just to be clear. It is our last regularly scheduled class recording. Week 14 is the last week of school, except for exams. And as always, our first class meeting of the week is a recording. Our second class meeting will be an online live Zoom. So it's our last regularly scheduled recording. Now, why do I say regularly scheduled? I say that because I will do a recorded class review. I will not take attendance for it. It will be available Monday, just like this is available on Monday. It will be available on Monday, June 22nd, the Monday that is the last day of classes. Now, I don't have a Monday class. One of my EPA classes officially has a Monday makeup for one of the government holidays. But we had a recorded class, so we don't have to do a makeup. So my review is a bonus class, not a Bogong class, a bonus class, and I will not take attendance. You can watch it if you want. You can miss it if you want. I'll have to put it in the week 14 section, I think, because there's no place to put it elsewhere. But I will mark it as review and it will not go in your attendance register. Okay. So right now it is 10:28 on Sunday, June 14th. 10:28. That means I hope that I will finish my recording before midnight. But it won't be finished uploading to YouTube, and it won't be on the class CTL before 12:01 a.m. Monday morning. But you'll be able to get it Monday when you wake up. I want to remind you again, I can't stress this enough, that I've changed the rules. And if you don't watch the video inside a week, then you'll be marked absent. I'm not following the 2-week rule anymore. Let me show you what that means. First of all, let's save this. 이상해. That's weird. File. Save. Okay. When we look at a class, for example, the week 12, I put the recordings up before June 1st. I actually recorded them the night before. And the school calendar says you have 2 weeks to watch. But I told you, I'm not giving you 2 weeks because I'm tired of people not keeping up. I'm only giving you 1 week. So when we look at this tonight is 10:30 p.m. on June 14th, we can see that everybody watched the video. But not true. Not true. Not true. Because I'm in a 1-week system. So I can tell you that in my day class, 1, 2, 3, 4 people did not watch the video on time. And my night class, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people did not watch the complete video on time. So they're marked absent. If we look at this week, I can see that in this class, which is my, I can't see right now. What's going on? This is my day class. We can see that 4 or 5 people haven't finished it yet. You've got 90 minutes. And my night class, 6, 7 people haven't finished it yet. You got 89 minutes. Now, I need to make this very clear. There are some people in my classes, day class, night class, who probably are going to get an F. We have 30 official class meetings. 30 official class meetings. That means you can miss maximum of 10. The 11th absence is automatic F. I have 4 students who have more than 8 absences already. They have 9 or they have 10. And when I finish updating the attendance roster, some of them are going to get an F. 2 of these people are seniors, Sahaknan. How many times do I say, come to class? I cannot help you. We have a school rule. And that's depressing because it's so darn easy this semester. Right? And I'm always open. If you have a problem coming to class, can we reschedule it? Can we do something else? It's your job, students, to talk to your professors. If you have a problem, you tell them. Some professors are very open-minded. Some professors are not. I know that. But at least you have to talk to them. And if you don't, it's your problem. It's your problem. Now, we need to look at something else here, and I need to slide this over. We cannot see in week 13 clearly because one of these things is new. So I'm going to pop this to week 14 and slide it back. And you can see 2 assignments. One is the notebook final submission, and one is the listening logs. I think we talked about listening logs last time. You'll turn in your listening logs online, just like you did last time. One file, zipped, of images if you want, or a PDF, or an MS Word, or an HWP. Should be pretty simple, maybe 3 pages maximum. The last day of listening is June 18th. Now listen, I understand. I talked to my classes. I gave people chances to vote in Zoom, but the answers were different. So I couldn't just follow one class. So basically I split it in the middle. The last day for listening is June 18th. That makes about 12 weeks. I haven't counted it perfectly yet, but about 12 weeks. All right? You must turn in your listening log not later than Sunday night, June 21st. June 21st, Sunday night. This is like business. Your boss says, do it by this date. He doesn't want it late. I don't want to hear about late. Okay? I don't want to hear about late. If you're not sleeping in the hospital on June 21st, there's no reason to be late. The last day of listening is the 18th. That gives you 3 days to get your notes sorted out and sent to me. Should be you turn it in on the 19th. I give you 2 extra days. I don't want to hear about late. Notebooks. I just put this up just a few minutes ago. You must turn in your notebooks not later than Tuesday night, June 30th. That's after all the tests. You can do this online like you did before. Submit it here in the Kwaje section. Or you can turn it in as a hard copy. Turn it in at the department office before 4:30, June 30th. Be sure you write your name on your notebook. Be sure you write my name and my class on your notebook. Because when I come to pick it up, we don't want any confusion. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, we didn't give Professor Dickey what. Be sure you write your name on the notebook. Be sure you write my name on the notebook. Hard copy is fine in the office. Electronic file through this system is fine. Please don't send it to my email. If you give us a hard copy notebook, you can pick it up after July 15 in the department office. This is how I usually do it. If you don't pick it up in November, we're going to throw it away. So anytime after July 15, August, September, October, no problem. If you come to my office, I'm going to say, I don't have it. It's in the Jogyo's office. Boxes of notebooks. That's the notebook. Okay, so be aware that there's different dates. If your listening log is in your notebook, make a photograph of your listening log and send it to me on time. I don't want to hear about late. I don't want to hear, oh, it's in my notebook. Your assignment is listening logs online by Sunday night. Then, done, the end. Okay, I'm being difficult on this one. Yeah, just like work. You have assignments, and that's it. Okay, this is our last week, and there was something uploaded previously. Locations in town, directions, and I uploaded a PDF, and we didn't talk about it. So we've got these locations, just like previously I showed you. It's kind of a out of my book ways of doing things. But what we're going to be looking at is this map, and this map, and this map. But we're not doing that just yet. So don't need to worry about that just yet. Okay. We're going to, well, we can leave it up, doesn't matter. We don't need this anymore. And we can shrink that. What we're going to start with is the book. And the book, I lost my page. We are on page 44. Page 44. Now, again, we're starting right now with locations. We'll get to directions in a minute. We're not going to have enough time this semester to spend much time on directions. As I've said before, when you're giving directions, you always give location first. It's the only thing that makes sense. So, page 44, we see the A, B, C, D, E ways of giving directions. At the bottom of page 44, it has work with a partner, think of a place to meet, B, ask to get there, A, respond. We're just going to talk real quickly. It says, let's meet at the Hyatt Hotel. Sure, how do I get there? How do I get there? Remember, directions, how to go. Location, where is it? And here they just jump in and say, go to 5th Street, turn right on Center Street. Okay? So, these are directions. We're going to come back to this. But first, we're going to look at locations in town. And we're going to start, we're going to start with this picture, which I have to move up a little bit. And I have to shrink a little bit. Control minus minus. To make it fit. Now, this town is very simple. With almost every map in modern days, north is up. And you can see that on this map right there. Right? North is up. That is the normal for maps. In this town, the streets are Very simple. They are perpendicular to each other. They're in what we call a grid. North and south, east and west. North and south, north and south. Where's my mouse? I just lost my mouse. There we go. North and south, north and south, north and south. East and west, east and west, east and west. Usually I have students practice with this map. I stole this map out of a book. And I'm going to shift the page just ever so slightly if I can. Right. All right. So in this map, we can see it's designed for directions and locations. And they have a starting point here. Go to a place starting here. But for the beginning, we're just starting with locations. And we use some of the same ideas that we did for in town. So for example, we can say that the flower shop, which is here, got it, is across the street from Jake's auto shop. Across the street. Now the challenge is sometimes the front doors aren't opposite. Maybe the front door for Jake's auto shop is on this Eastern Avenue. Maybe the front door is here. And it looks like the flower shop front door is on this Allen Street. So the front doors aren't looking at each other. These buildings aren't facing. Or maybe the flower shop is facing Jake's auto shop, but Jake's auto shop is facing the Skyline Diner. And diner is a kind of a restaurant. Simple restaurant. Okay? So the facing sounds like where the front door is looking out. But across the street doesn't care about facing. So we could say, for example, the Chinese restaurant, which is here, if we imagine the front door is on Eastern Avenue, we could say the Chinese restaurant is on Eastern Avenue at Park Drive. Eastern Avenue at Park Drive. Or we could say the Chinese restaurant is at the intersection of Eastern Avenue and Park Drive. Eastern Avenue and Park Drive. Or the opposite, the Chinese restaurant is at the intersection of Park Drive and Eastern Avenue. When we talk about an intersection, it doesn't matter which street name is first. It doesn't matter. The Chinese restaurant is at the intersection of Park Drive and Eastern Avenue. The Chinese restaurant is on Eastern Avenue at Park Drive, if we imagine the front door is on Eastern Avenue. If we imagine the front door is on Park Drive, then we would say the Chinese restaurant is on Park Drive at Eastern Avenue. Now we've got another one. Take a look at Tracy's Karate School. Tracy's Karate School. Tracy's Karate School is on Western Avenue. Western Avenue. And Tracy's Karate School is between Allen Street and Park Drive. It doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. Anywhere inside that box. Allen Street and Park Drive. Or you could say Park Drive and Allen Street. It's on Western Avenue between Park Drive and Allen Street. And you can give more details. You could say Tracy's Karate School is on the west side of Western Avenue. Across from the bar between Allen Street and Park Drive. Now we've given 3 or maybe even 4 locations. It's on Western Avenue. It's on the west side of Western Avenue. Don't say the left side, because maybe somebody is driving from north to south, and then it would be on the right side. So it's on the west side, right? The west side of Western Avenue. The west side of Western Avenue, across from the bar, between Allen Street and Park Drive. Between Allen, when you say between, you have to give 2 street names, but that's just one location. Between Allen Street and Park Drive. And that's a beautiful A+ location. Okay? I'm looking for 3 types of descriptions. Maybe we want to talk about the sports shop. So we could say the sports shop is on the western side of Central Avenue. Here's Central Avenue. On the western side of Central Avenue. Between the Japanese between Allen Street and Park Drive. Next to the Japanese restaurant. Near the camera store. We can't say across from the camera store because it's not exactly across. Kind of, sort of. But we could say near the camera store. And that'd be fine. Or we could say the police station, right here. Whoops. The police station is on Central Avenue, across from the park, between Park Drive and Spring Street. Okay. Next to the cafe. We got a cafe here, just above it. Police station is on Central Avenue, next to the cafe, across from the park. That could work. So there's lots of places on this map. Now I want to slide things for a moment to grab this. Then I can shrink that. And slide it up just a tiny bit so I can find this. So what I want to say is something like locations with 3 landmarks. Okay? Big things we can see. So for example, you could say, for example, west side of A Street next to, across from, by, between X and Y, which could be streets. Or we could say at the corner of, or we could say at the intersection of. Various things we could say. We've got lots of prepositions of location, pretty much the same as what's in the building. All right? So far okay? Hang on a second. I want to dig up another file. I'm sorry, I'm not quite as well organized right now. Locations. Here is a typical way of saying something. The flower shop is on the north side of Alpha Street at 3rd Avenue. The bakery is on the southeast corner of C Street and Oak Drive. These are the kinds of things we could say. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to close it and I'm going to put that there and I'm going to, this is just too big. Hang on a second while I close it a little bit. Wonder why it's so big. All right. And I will put this up on the CTL. For now, I'm just going to move it there and take this in front. All right. So these are the kinds of phrases we can say. We've got a beautiful city here. But we're going to take a slightly smaller problem. It's a quiz, actually. And now I'm going to have to shrink this and pull it up so that we can see it. Interesting. Why is it not working the way I want? Okay. We have these buildings. And we need to find how they fit. So this is a kind of a puzzle. And I'm actually going to step away for about 3 minutes and let you try to figure out what goes where. We only know where the bank is, and we know these 2 streets. And we will guess for this story that north is up, and that means west is on the left, and that means east is on your right. South must be to the bottom. All right, I'm going to go get a quick drink while you think about it. It starts with the daycare center is between the hospital and the bank. Well, we know where the bank is. And if you think about it, you now know where is the hospital and the daycare center. Then it says the DMV. DMV means driver's office. Department of Motor Vehicles, drivers and car registration. The DMV is across from the hospital on the corner of Main and First. The courthouse, where the judge is. The courthouse is between the DMV and the library. The post office is next to the library. The gas station is next to the DMV. The police station is across from the DMV. Those is your information. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Have fun. Okay, I wonder how many people were successful. Let's find the answers. The daycare center is between the hospital and the bank. Okay, here's the bank. Between. Okay, here must be daycare, right? And this must be the hospital. You can see I cannot draw, especially with a mouse. All right. The DMV, the driver's office, is across from the hospital on the corner of Main and First. Well, there's the Main and First. There's a cross. There's the hospital. This is the DMV. The courthouse is between the DMV and the library. Okay, but there's 4 places here, and between doesn't have to be exactly. And the post office is next to the library. Oh, this is difficult. The gas station is next to the DMV, and the police station is across from the DMV. Okay, we know the police station is across from the DMV. That's done. This has to be police. Right? Now, actually, this isn't a perfect story. There is more than one possibility. So let's look at the gas station first, okay? We're going to write gas station. Right? Gas station is next to the DMV, so it could be here or it could be here, right? That's we did number 1, we did number 2, we did number 6. Now we've kind of done number 5, but not exactly. The post office is next to the library. Where's the library? The courthouse is between the DMV and the library. Okay, so now the courthouse has to be between the DMV and the library. That means it could be here or it could be here. And the library could be here or it could be here. And the post office is next to the library. Well, if the library is here, let's give these numbers, okay? A, B, and C. If the library is in B, then the post office could be A or C, right? But if the library is here, the court must be here. And that means gas must be here. Gas station must be here. But if the library is in A, then the post office could be B. But anyway, now we know the gas station cannot be here because there's not enough room. We have to put the library, the court, and the post. The post office can go in A or it can go in B. But the gas station has to go here, so we're going to erase gas station. Now, it didn't say the post office is between the library and the DMV, but it could be. It only says next to. So our final answer is the gas station is here, right? We agreed. Has to be here because there's not enough room. And then the court can be in B or C. The library can be in A or B. and the post office can be in A or B. This quiz from a book, a published famous book, is not perfect. It should have one more step. Number 7, the post office is across from the bank, or the library is across from the bank. Either one would be okay. Or the library is across from the daycare center, or the post office is across from the daycare center. One more fact to make it perfectly clear. So there's a weakness in the book, but at the same time, this is life. This is humans. We're not perfect. When we give locations and directions, we don't take all day to give every possibility. We get somebody to a point where we hope they can find it. So this is Sunday night. Saturday night, I went to dinner in Susungu. And I had a Naver map image that somebody sent me. Not Naver map, just a Naver map image. And I had Naver map instructions. Go out Susungucheong Yok, exit 1, walk 220 meters. So I did that. And I knew I was about 220 meters. And I looked on the little map, and it had a Juyuso, and it had a post office, and it had a big building, and it had the restaurant. Should be easy to find. Wasn't. Why? Because actually the map listings were not so perfect. It's kind of like here saying the post office is next to the library, the courthouse and the DMV in the library. It's not quite fully perfect. And so I actually walked by the restaurant because the sign wasn't that big and I didn't notice it. I was too busy looking at my map and I missed the little sign for the restaurant. Had to walk back and forth and back and forth. And then I found it. And like, the map's not perfect. The map's not quite right. So we could say that the map said the restaurant is here. The map said. But in fact, the restaurant was here. And so me walking, I walked and I got to hear him like, wait a second. This is the Juyuso. And so I started to look at the building numbers. Right? The building number. 151 or whatever, 165, 167. Each building has a number. And, well, we're too far. Yeah, let's go back. That's not it yet. Let's go. There it is. So the directions that were given and the map that was shown with location wasn't quite right. Korea makes me crazy. Directions and locations. U.S. isn't perfect, but some cities are much easier than others. And some people are much better than others. My mom is always lost. Okay, so we've got this map, which I hope you will practice on. This map could be on your final test, or it could be a different one that is similar. So you want to be able to spend time on that. And we will spend time on that in our Thursday Zoom class. Similarly, in other years when we have more time, here's the crazy artist map of a city. It's the same kind of thing. Because these 3 maps are in one file, I just uploaded them. But don't worry about this file for our class because it's a little bit past. We don't have enough time to play, but you're welcome to play with it. But in class, we don't have enough time to play with it. So now we're going to move to the book. And we're going to talk about directions and locations. So we looked at page 44 earlier, and we talked about go straight, turn left, turn right. There's other directions down on the bottom yellow area on page 44. Those locations, those directions on bottom of page 44 are cross the street. And use the crosswalk. Hopefully it'd be safe. Make a left turn, go right. Make a right turn, go left. They're the same. Go straight for 2 blocks. Or go to the traffic light, the traffic signal, the traffic light. Sometimes we say the stop light. Okay? Usually there's 3 colors, red, yellow, and green. Koreans say blue. Sometimes there's a fourth light for a left turn, controlled left turn, the left arrow. All right, page 45. Page 45 is a simple conversation. Somebody is at the help desk, the information desk at a building, and they're trying to find another building or shop that is outside our building. So, what do? We ask questions. I'm going to play this dialogue. It's a little bit different.
Page 45. Conversation. How do I get to global travel? Exercise 3. Read and listen to the conversation.
Excuse me, how do I get to the Global Travel Office?
Global Travel? Turn left when you leave the building.
Okay.
Then go straight for 3 blocks to the traffic light.
Let's see. Turn left and go 3 blocks to the traffic light?
That's right.
And then?
Global Travel is across the street next to the Hilton Hotel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what do we hear? Well, first of all, at the very end, we hear thank you and you're welcome. Second thing we hear is he starts the conversation with excuse me. That's actually the first thing we hear, right? Okay, out of order. And he says, how do I get to? And we see the alternate language at the bottom. Which way is? Both are fine. There's no difference. Doesn't matter. She answers him by confirming what she heard. He said, how do I get to Global Travel Office? She goes, Global Travel? Let's confirm. That's what you want? And then she says, turn left when you leave the building. Okay, this is important because I need to have my start correct. So the easiest thing to do is to say, when you go out of the building, when you leave the building, turn left, turn right, or go straight. Now, if we're talking on the phone, you might say when you leave the building, but I'm already outside. So you usually probably say, oh, where are you? You're at Gyobo Books or Gyobo Life Insurance Building. Okay, are you looking at the building? Yes, okay. You're looking at the building, now turn right. Coming out of the building, turn left. Looking at the building, turn right. Okay, we're using Gyobo as a landmark, but we need to know if we are inside coming out or we're outside looking at it. Turn left when you leave the building, or go left when you leave the building. Same, no difference. And he says, okay, all right. Then go straight for 3 blocks to the traffic light. Okay, what's a block? Well, a block is a square. A block is a square. So, when we look at a map, oh, come on. When we look at a map like this one, the blocks are very easy. This is a block. Just like children's blocks, children's squares. So when we talk about go a block, we mean walk from one intersection to the next intersection. That's 1 block. Go 1 block. Go 2 blocks. 1, 2. So these blocks are really easy in this town, but it's a little bit harder in this town. And the reason is because we don't have perfect blocks. We have things like this this Astor Place is kind of a triangle. We have a street on this side. We have an angle on this side. And actually on the bottom here, we have a street here, 10th Street. We got this street running north and south. We got this Astor Place kind of a thingy here. And we actually have a street down here, which you can't see. So it's not quite perfect. But in other cities, we will even find, that's not on this one, sorry. On some cities, we will find that there is not a block on the left side and the right side. They're not the same. We will find that, for example, this is not a block here. There's a building here. So when we walk down the street, I could turn right here, but there's no left here because there's a building here. It says some goodie. And so what's the block? Is this a block? And this is 2 blocks? And that means this is all on the left side, all 1 block? So blocks can be confusing if we're not working on perfect intersections. And my other map shows it better than this one. But anyway, okay, so we have to be careful with the word block. People can get confused. So she says, go down for 3 blocks to the traffic light. Or she could say, go down 3 blocks to Central Avenue. Now, in most big cities in the world and almost all cities and towns in America, every street has a name. In almost all big cities and most even smaller cities in the US, every street has a name. Now we do have some little, which in Korea you would call a gil, right? Little streets, or even they're just alleys that might not have a name. And it can be confusing when you're looking at blocks. So we have to be careful when we don't have a street name to use a landmark. Right? To the traffic light is a landmark. To Central Avenue is a street name, and that counts as a landmark. Now he wants to confirm what he heard. He said, let's see, turn left. When I go to the building, turn left. And go 3 blocks to Central Avenue? She says, yes, that's right. You got it. Perfect. He says, and then I've gone 3 blocks. I'm at this traffic light. Now what? Global Travel is across the street, next to the Hilton Hotel. Okay? So in English, we try to give as many landmarks as possible, because if you're walking or if you're driving, you can get really stressed. Oh, he said 200 meters. Is it 200 meters already? I'm not sure. I'm walking. I don't have a measuring stick, right? Of course, it's much easier if you have a good geographic system, right? If you've got good live maps kind of thing, Naver maps or whatever. But not everybody has. All right? So we need to give good directions. And part of directions is location. So I would have said Global Travel is next to the Hilton. And he goes, I know where the Hilton is. No problem. She didn't need to give all those directions, right? Always start with the location. Global Travel is next to the Hilton. Ah, yeah, I was at the Hilton last night to meet my business partner for dinner. I know where that is. No problem. So be sure you start with the location. That's different than how the book teaches it, okay? Turn the page. We're going to do page 46 tonight. Now, page 46, we're back inside a building. And this one is, in fact, I'm really quite sure, an airport terminal. And so the theme here is which way is immigration. The person is going to ask where is someplace, and the other person is going to give location and direction. But actually, they almost never give location first. Now, please notice on the first floor, the immigration desk is a big round donut kind of thing. And that's really confusing, because when we look at that donut, we could say, but where am I? What am I looking at? Where am I at the bottom looking up this page? Or am I at the top of that donut looking down this page? I'm not sure. But anyway, information's on the first floor. All right? This is a little challenging, but we're going to give it a try. And it's number 21.
Page 46. Business connections. Listening. Which way is immigration? Exercise 1. Listen to the conversations. Number the directions 1 to 5 for each conversation. Place, immigration.
Good morning, ma'am. Can I help you?
Good morning. Yes, which way is immigration?
Upstairs. You take this escalator on your left to the second floor.
Hold it. Take this escalator on the left to the second floor. Which way is she facing? Okay, we're going to guess that her body, she is standing at the bottom of this page. Whoops. And the information guy is standing inside the circle. So she's standing here. And he said, go to your escalator on your left, which would be, let's see, tick, 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 tick. Macho? No, this way. Remember, it's reversed for me. Take the escalator on the left. She's looking up. She's looking up, and she needs to look. This is crazy. She needs to look left.
Number the directions 1 to 5 for each conversation. Place, immigration.
Good morning, ma'am. Can I help you?
Good morning. Yes, which way is immigration?
Upstairs. You take this escalator on your left to the second floor.
Okay.
On the second floor, turn right, go past the restrooms.
I turn right and go past the restrooms. Okay.
Then turn right again. It's the first entrance on the left.
Okay. Let's see. I go up the escalator and turn right.
Huh?
Then I go past the restrooms. I turn right and immigration is on the left. It's the first entrance. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so did you get that? Let's check it out. I've got a couple of little markers here. They're tiny little post-it notes that somehow got stuck together. Oh, come on, come on. Sometimes life is stress. My wife always tells me that. And I say, nah, come on, life is easy. No, life is stress. I know my students often say life is stress. Life is not stress, mostly, but sometimes. Oh, come apart, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, trouble, bubble. Never mind anyway. Come on, there we go. You got it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on. All right, that'll start. So we're going to go to the escalator on the left. Go up to the second floor. And we can find the second floor here. I'll just do it like this. So we're at the information desk here. And we turn left and we go up this escalator. Click, 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 click. And that takes us up to the second floor. And then turn right and walk past the restrooms. The restrooms are these things over here. And then immigration is on your right. So it's going to be bang, right? Across from those chairs. That white dot, that's the front of immigration. Let's listen again.
Okay.
On the second floor, turn right, go past the
Immigration.
Good morning, ma'am. Can I help you?
Good morning. Yes, which way is immigration?
So we're going to number these and follow them at the same time.
Upstairs. You take this escalator on your left to the second floor.
Okay.
On the second floor, turn right,
Okay, so number 2, turn right.
go past the restrooms.
Number 3, go past the restrooms.
I turn right and go past the restrooms. Okay.
Then turn right again. It's the first entrance on
Number 4, turn right again. Number
the
5,
left.
on
Okay.
the left.
Let's see. I go up the escalator and turn right.
Huh?
Then I go past the restrooms. I turn right and immigration is on the left. It's the first entrance. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so you got that one. So number 2, letter B and letter C, I'm not going to help you. We're just going to play it and you're going to number them. And then we'll play it again and we'll find which dot is which. For the first time, just listen to the numbers. B, the bank.
Place, the bank.
Excuse me, Can you tell me where the bank is?
Of course, sir. You take the escalator to the second floor.
Which escalator?
This one on your right.
Okay.
When you get off the escalator, turn left. Go straight. You'll see an escalator in front of you, across the room.
So, turn left. There'll be an escalator across the room.
Take the escalator to the third floor.
To the third floor?
Yes. When you get to the third floor, turn right. Walk past the row of chairs. You'll see the bank next to the chairs.
Did you get that one? I'm going to be honest, that one's hard for me. Number 1's easy. Take the escalator to the second floor. Number 2, when you take that escalator up to the second floor, it's the escalator on the right. Then he says, turn left. So number 3. And number 2, turn left. Number 3, go straight. Number 4, take the escalator to the third floor. Number 5, it's next to the chairs. Okay? We'll play C.
Place, the business class lounge.
Excuse me, is there a business class lounge in this airport?
Yes, ma'am, there is. Take the escalator to the second floor.
This escalator on the left?
Yes. Turn right when you get off. You'll see another escalator in front of you across the room. Go up to the third floor.
Okay. I turn right and take the escalator to the third floor.
That's it. On the third floor, there'll be a snack bar next to the escalator. Go past the snack bar. The lounge is the second room on the left, in front of the duty-free shop.
So, past a snack bar, the second room on the left, in front of the duty-free shop, right?
That's right.
Okay, so what's the challenge? Well, one of the problems in English is that we often say right when we're confirming, right? Like I just did. But actually it's left. So I turn left. You turn right. No, turn left. Turn left, right. I got it. No, turn left, right? Hugging, right, confirm. All right, so C, number 1, take the escalator to the second floor. That's the escalator on the left side. Then, turn right. Number 3, go up to the third floor. Number 4, go past the snack bar. Number 5 is the second room on the left. So let's take a look at B, the bank. Number 1, take the escalator to the second floor. That's the escalator on the right side. And then go straight. And then, go up to the second floor, turn left, and then turn right. So up the second floor. Can we see this here? Take escalator up to the second floor. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. 2, turn left, so we're going this way. We're going up this side right here. I lost it. And then go straight. All right, so we've gone up to the second floor. Take the escalator up to the second floor. We're here. Turn left, go straight, so we're going that way. Number 4, take the escalator to the third floor. Okay. So now we're here. And number 4 is to take the escalator to the third floor. And then number 5, it's next to the chairs. So we got these chairs here. So that means Bank of America is this white dot here. The chairs are here. The white Bank of America is right here. Or the bank, whatever it is. C, take the escalator to the second floor. And then number 2 is turn right. So it's this escalator here. Coming up to here. It's the escalator here. I can't do this backhanded. Take the escalator here. Go up to the second floor. Turn right. Number 3 is go up to the third floor. Pyong, pyong, pyong. So now we're up here to the third floor. There's a snack bar. That's number 4. Go past the snack bar. And number 5 is, it's the second room on the left. Now this one's actually confusing. If we didn't have a white dot, I wouldn't know that it's this one. Which one is the second? This one's hard for me, but since we have a white dot on the floor, we can tell. Listen, locations and directions are hard. It's really hard when you're doing it backwards. When I'm in my classroom, I hold my book like this. I talk to students like this. See this and see this, and I can do it. But doing it crossways is hard, especially doing it crossways on camera, which crosses you again. It's really hard. Anyway, that is our activity. I'm going to play the audio one more time for you to trace your steps one more time. And then that will be it for today. And then we'll be working further in the book during our Zoom class. So let's play this audio again. Follow
Business connections.
the directions.
Listening.
You know where everything is
Which
now.
way is immigration? Exercise 1. Listen to the conversations. Number the directions 1 to 5 for each conversation. Place, immigration.
Good morning, ma'am. Can I help you?
Good morning. Yes, which way is immigration?
Upstairs. You take this escalator on your left to the second floor.
Okay.
On the second floor, turn right, go past the restrooms.
I turn right and go past the restrooms. Okay.
Then turn right again. It's the first entrance on the left.
Okay. Let's see. I go up the escalator and turn right.
Huh?
Then I go past the restrooms. I turn right and immigration is on the left. It's the first entrance. Is that right?
That's correct.
Place, the bank.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the bank is?
Of course, sir. You take the escalator to the second floor.
Which escalator?
This one on your right.
Okay.
When you get off the escalator, turn left. Go straight. You'll see an escalator in front of you, across the room.
So, turn left, there'll be an escalator across the room.
Take the escalator to the third floor.
To the third floor?
Yes. When you get to the third floor, turn right. Walk past the row of chairs. You'll see the bank next to the chairs.
Place, the business class lounge.
Excuse me, is there a business class lounge in this airport?
Yes, ma'am, there is. Take the escalator to the second floor.
This escalator on the left?
Yes. Turn right when you get off. You'll see another escalator in front of you across the room. Go up to the third floor.
Okay. I turn right and take the escalator to the third floor.
That's it. On the third floor, there'll be a snack bar next to the escalator. Go past the snack bar. The lounge is the second room on the left, in front of the duty-free shop.
So, past a snack bar, the second room on the left, in front of the duty-free shop, right?
That's right.
And that's it for tonight. Now, as I've said several times, locations and directions are difficult, and you want to practice it because it will be on our final test. So, I want to say thank you for tonight, and I'll see you in our Zoom class, which is Wednesday night for the night students and Friday noon for the day students. Thank you very much, and good night.